Hi everybody, this is Sue. I hope you all had a nice holiday. Christmas, New Year's is coming up this coming weekend. This is Tuesday, December 28th. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I got a text right there from my cousin. Anyway, today is December 28th, Tuesday, 2021, and I have been making bowls out of clothesline rope. This is cheap. I got this at Walmart for, I think, $1.86, if I remember correctly. And I gave these away as Christmas presents, and my cousin acted like she was thrilled to death to get it. She said, I wish I'd had this a couple of days ago. So I guess she had her family and had some, she said she had some hot food and bowls, and she was wishing she had something like this to put her hot bowls in. So I decided that I would show you how to make this. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to work with. So the first thing you want to do after you start your, get it started, it's tucked in underneath, but there's a little starting point. This has got a little bit of something hard on it to keep it from fraying. And I've been cutting that off. And you want to cut that at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, just there. And see, it frays. But it doesn't fray a lot. And we're going to take care of that. So, some of the things that you're going to need, you might need a pin, maybe. And you might need a couple of clips. And you will need scraps of fabric. And if you got little small pieces, this is the place to get rid of them. Because what you do is you wrap this around here. Now, we're going to start at the bottom of the bowl, and what I do is I fold it like this. You can make it long, you can make it short, or you can just roll it up and make a round bottom like that. It depends on what you want to do. I'm going to do it like this. Take this and wrap it around that frayed end a time or two, and then take the rest of it and let me put this down so I can show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so here we've got the frayed end, and we've got just a little strand of fabric. Well, wrap that around that frayed end there, so we've got that all contained, and then just take that and just wrap it around this pretty tight. Now then, here, just to hold it while you work with it, just put a clip on it, see, and then take this tail end here, and we're just going to wrap that around here, and we'll put a I'll put a pin here. You see that? Okay. Stick the pin in there like that to hold it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to zigzag here. And we kind of want that straight if we can get it. There we go. So we're going to take this to the machine, which is right here. And let's see if I can get this where you can see what's going on. There we go. Now you can see what's going on. Let's see. I need this thing and it fell on the floor. Oh, okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here like this. Set the needle. And turn the machine on. That always helps. And we are going to set this on a zigzag. On my machine, just an ordinary zigzag stitch is 3. I want this at 5.0. The zig and the zag I've set to 5.0, which is the longest zigzag that it makes. And then I want to set this to, whoops, that's the wrong one. I want this to about a 3.0 stitch length. Okay, now then you see how this is sitting like this. I don't know whether you can see that or not. The presser foot is sitting at an angle. It doesn't sew very well at an angle, so it's good to put something behind there so that it levels that up, and then it will sew so much better. It's not going to sew this thing. It's just going to level this up so that when you start sewing, it's not just sitting there jumping up and down. It's actually going to do something. So we are going to start with, there we go. I always start just a few stitches by hand. And we'll go back stitch and get that out from under there, because it's not my intention to sew that, which I did. Alright, well, I'll get that out later. Yeah, it's alright. We can get that off of there. That's just one little thread. There we go. Okay. So okay, so here we are down at the end of this, and I'm going to back stitch a little bit just to be sure, and take this pin out because we don't need it anymore. And then we're going to come up here to the end, push this around, and we're going to come over here to this. On. There we go. And we're going to, there, turn this, and that's not taking it. Okay, well, we'll just do this again. And this thing is very forgiving. You can turn around, go back, you can, okay. There we go. Now we're off and running. Okay, so now we're here to this, and we could do another stitch, I think. Alright, we're going to turn. I'm going to come across here, and we're going to turn this again. Turn this. And if you think that you've gotten it, that you've missed something, like I've missed this right here, see? Okay. I can back stitch back to it. I can wait until I'm completely done and then go back over it and do it again. I can take it out and go back to it, or, you know, just wait till you're completely done, whichever way you want to do it. But personally, I like to. There's one right there that I didn't get. So, what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to go over there to it and sew it down. Turn around, go back to it, go back to where I was. Very easy, very forgiving project. You can just do all kinds of things with it. Well, let's add another color to it. Let's see. How about this? It's got pink flowers on it. So, just take it, put it under here, wrap it around a time or two, and then just sew. And it doesn't matter. How tight or loose it is, you will get it. Now, one thing I'm going to show you here. It is natural for a rope to coil. This will all work out in the end. This is just natural. Rope coils. Just keep working with it. Don't worry about it. It's going to work itself out when you get through. And so just keep pulling at it. Keep straightening it out as you go. It's just the nature of rope, and it's going to work out. So we're back here to making this rope, making this bowl, and let's see, that did not. I see where that did not. I saw that. So we're going to have to come back here. Come over here. You can sew straight across if you want to, and catch it. You know, there's just so many options with this. I mean, you can just do just about anything. And, but, you know, it's... And if you've got a little tail end like here of this fabric, when you get through, you can cut that off when you get done. I can push that back up around and maybe we can catch it, but you know, don't worry about little ends like that, because you can trim them off, or you can just go back around and catch them later. So alright, so let's do another color. This is also a good place to use up your selvages like this. This is the end of the fabric. Sometimes it has like the name of the company that made it. Like this is Waverly, so that's a Walmart brand. See, it says Waverly, that's a Walmart brand. And nope, this one doesn't have the... Sometimes it's got dots on the end, it's got the colors that are in the fabric, and that's okay. And if you don't know what these holes are that are at the end of your, here we go, these holes right here, that's where it was hooked into the loom. Those holes are what's left from the loom when it was hooked into the loom. You can use those. Let's see, I don't want, this is very long. It's like 18 inches. I don't want that much. So we'll just get that off. And I really don't like for it to be that wide, but okay. So we'll wrap this around. Get this started here. Okay, so we're going to wrap that around there. You don't have to do these wraps if you don't want to. You can just go ahead and make your bowl or whatever all white. You can also make this into a placemat. And if you want to put a whole bunch of them together, you could actually make a rug. This could very easily turn into a rug. Usually a very fast sewer. I just don't see the point. If you sew fast and you have to take it all out, what good has that done you? So I'm going to put this blue in here. It makes it, in my opinion, others may not agree, but in my opinion, oops, that didn't catch like I thought it did. I think it makes it look colorful and fancy, and I like it. So, here we go. That's caught. This does not have to wrap all together. You can leave gaps. Stretch this out. You'd be surprised how far a very small piece can be wrapped around. Now, when you decide that you've made this bottom as wide as you want it to be for this project, to make the sides, let's go around here one more time. Then I'll show you how easy it is to make the sides of the bowl. I hear my grandson's alarm going off. That's still recording. I hope it is. Alright, we're through that. Now then, to make the sides, all you do is just pick this up. And when I watched the first video, I thought, why would just picking the side up like that make the sides of the bowl? But it does. see I've got a big gap here and here, so I'm just going to come over here to this area, and I'm going to close that up. You can wait until the end, or you can just do it when you find them. And I think there's another one down here in this same area. You don't have to go around in a circle when you're making these repairs. You can just turn around, come back across, go where you were, and keep on. What you were doing. Whoops, there's another one. Right there. Okay. Well, let's just go over there and repair this one. It's right here. Whoops, I forgot to... Let's see. Okay. Now then. Do another one of these. I'm going to make this a very small bowl, just because this is just for demonstration. So, and I think this video is getting kind of long. Come on. There we go. Got that. Let's just get that sewn down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put another one in. It's getting bigger, so I can put more in. Just get that kind of caught up in there. There we go. That's caught. We'll just wrap that around. Whoops. What did I knock off? Oh, that's a clip. Okay. Pick it up in a minute. then I'm not going to make this much bigger because the point of this is to show you how to make the bowl. There's a spot right there that needs to be fixed. So what I'm going to do is just put another row on here and kind of cover these up, and then I will show you the end of it. Because you can make these bowls any size you want them to be. Okay, so now we're going to finish this one off and make this a small bowl, but any size you want to make. So I'm just going to clip this off. I don't know if you can see that or not. And get a piece to wrap around it. And this will be your ending because you're going to wrap up the end there that's fraying out. So this will come down here and wrap up the end. And you can make these as big as you want, as small as you want. That's the bowl. I mean, of course, it needs to be trimmed quite a bit. But you know, then when you get done with it, you can hold it up to the light and you can see where your mistakes are, and go back over it and catch those. But this is a very small bowl, but that's how it's done. You can make it as big. You can use all 50 feet if you want to, or you can make several small bowls like this and give them away as gifts, or whatever you want to do with them. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.